hop out, valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Garoppolo now, first down throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
20.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Over the middle to Garcon. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Rolling to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Garoppolo now. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Trent Taylor there. That'll bring up second down.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Garoppolo again. And Garrett Selleck here on the completion. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Hey, gun.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
And sometimes it doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped them well short of picking up a 1st down.
And Gold is able to put it through, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Well, of course, you want to find the end zone, but, you go on the road, you get 3 points. I think you take it.
Yeah, pretty good start to the day for them, don't you think? Right? You go out there, get the 3 points. Now, look, it's not going to silence this crowd, but might take a little bit of steam out of them right off the top.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Taylor steps away to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Taylor. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
A big welcome back here for David Johnson, who almost missed all of last year. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Taylor. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Taylor. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Taylor. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And the Niners move the chains as Garoppolo hooks up with Taylor. Garoppolo on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. After the interception, here's Taylor. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Taylor. Going to throw again. It's a short one here. Complete to the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the gun, it's Taylor. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the cover. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's Andy Lee now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. 12. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner first down. Garoppolo now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
11.
A first carry now for the former Viking. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Robert Kimdichie, the one to bring him down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
And he comes back with one complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Two minutes to go here in the first half. More from the desert after this.
Under. Ready. 319.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. Dancing away at the 35. Gets it to Bryce Butler complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
Slow.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. They pitch it out to Johnson. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, that was not a highlight play for the offense. But how about the previous play? A big run? They're used to trading that, especially if you're a Hall of Fame runner. Big run, maybe not so much on the next one, but the big ones add up over time.
On second down, here's Taylor. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Taylor. This will be caught at about the 6. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Slow.
To throw is Taylor. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
4 down. Ready. Flag 32. Flag 32.
Taylor. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Here we go with Johnson. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead. Dawson tacks on the point after, and that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Solomon Thomas, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now it's Taylor. And the pressure gets to him again. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
Taylor now to throw on 2nd down. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll sneak it with Taylor, trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to 4th. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. And that is going to be incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. On 1st down, Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now Garoppolo. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. The 20. And they will score. is a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high-percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 79 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers move back within a couple of the lead. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for two here.
11.
Garoppolo now. The quick slant caught. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. Gold now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now Taylor looking to throw on second down. Forced out to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And there's Tyrod Taylor doing what he does best. Look, he's taken a few lumps along the way, and some people haven't believed in him. But this is where he excels, outside of the pocket, making plays.
As prolific with his legs as any quarterback in the league?
I would say yes to that.
Being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Looking to throw on second down. Taylor, they'll roll him out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
3rd and long, it's Taylor. Looking for White on the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Looking for White on the deep ball. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Here's McKinnon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Under.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he's brought down after a good game. 23 yards on the play. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
And this is going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. He'll field this at the 5. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Garoppolo on 1st down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. Trying to squeeze it in there at this stage of the game. You got to take some chances. Nice job to knock it away, though. You're so right. Understanding where they are in the game, you got to take that opportunity and maybe thread the needle. Unable to get it done there. He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it? It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
12.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. 23 yards on the play. Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later, they're going to have to stop the clock.
Wait.
Back to throw. Buying time to his left. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
12, fellas, here we go. 11. Hey, go. Flag.
He's back to throw. Pass incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish. Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to. To throw is Garoppolo. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane? Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send it. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation. But to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off. The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return. And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way. Gold now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. The throw by Taylor here, and that's incomplete. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. Second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Taylor to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Here's Taylor. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now Taylor eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They're hitting it just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Taylor. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are